I I figure I may as well just stream this because I'm otherwise I'm just gonna be sitting here staring at it on my own. But welcome back, guys. This isn't what I was hoping for, but this is what I got. I don't know what the deal is with the connection, but I got a little update, which I'm sure is from the UK. From the UK, what is it? UK Cities update or UK World update? I don't even remember. I thought they did a UK update like 4 years ago, but in any event, we are loading in. I do have a new microphone. I have it set up for recording. I do not have it up for streaming. Duke Pilot, what's going on? It's been a long time we've seen from since we've seen you. It's happening. Um, but yeah, so I'm just hoping that this time when I load in that it's going to work, and we'll see. But I got my new microphone. It's serious. It's a serious microphone. And now that I have a serious microphone, maybe I should picture of my put a picture of my setup in the sim setup page on the Discord. But in any event, we are back. All right. I like recommendations. I like recommendations. That's awesome. So let's first make sure that we are connected to streaming. Please, gracias. De nada, amiga. Amigo. Gotta get me male and my female right. Where are we? SKTL, right? Alright. We're at Tulu, and we're gonna load right here. Yeah, let's load right here. And I'm gonna go real quick, just weight and balance, because I don't like having so much weight in the airplane. It drives me nuts. And we are ready to go. Let me just make sure all players. Sweet. So here we go. Goofy and Grumpy, what's going on? Island hopping in the Philippines. That sounds like a great idea, actually. That actually sounds like a fantastic idea. I like that suggestion. Somebody also just did somebody also just updated, what was it? The Maldives, which would also be a really cool place to fly. I'm guessing. Actually, I'm not guessing. I know it would be. And hey, Bob, what's going on? Let's see. So I'm gonna write these down. Let's see. SKMZ. What else we got? Nice. Now we're talking. This is a little better. SKMZ. I'm gonna write down the other two. What are the other two? SKSP. SK. PV. Okay, cool. So we got those written down. Now let's get our external power supply on. Let's get our rotating beacon on. Mixtures and props full forward. Yeah, Duke Pilot. We have a couple for this flight. For this flight, you'll see it in the description of the video. We have SKMR and SKLC. So we've got a couple, but there's a ton of them. You're right. Let me look right here real quick. Colombia is one of those countries that is well covered. All right, mixtures and props full forward. Let's go. Fuel pumps on. Master and battery switches on. Whoa, that's loud. Crack the throttles. At my company, the company I work for, if you spell Colombia with a U, you get a $25 fine. Which I always thought was pretty funny. I don't think they will actually fine you, but I think that's pretty funny. Let's see. What am I doing? Toes on the brakes. Make sure there's nobody outside to kill or maim. And let's get these engines started. Good start. Oil pressure is good. Prop is clear. And good start. Oil pressure is good. Max to both. Hey, thank you guys for your understanding about Sunday. Everything went well. Pull the props back here a little bit. I had a so my buddy, I have a very good friend of mine who's going through a crappy situation involving his soon-to-be ex-wife, and not to put too fine a point on it, but anyway, he needed some help with something on Sunday, a related issue, and so I had to beg off. Kenneth Ramos, how you doing? Good to see you. So I appreciate you guys understanding. I hated to beg off like I did, but I had to. So, what do we got? Where are we going? What's my name? Where am I? Welcome to Colombia. I have two of my really close friends are Colombians. All right, so we're going straight across the drink here. Take off runway 17, and then we're gonna go basically left turn, right? Because I don't have it in my GPS. 17 and a right turn. Alright, toes on the brakes. Lean the mixtures for taxi. Is my external power supply off? No, it's not. Now it is. Alright, let's ride. Got, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to release the parking brake. And that is going to help immeasurably in my ability to get the airplane going here. And you know what I did? I was messing around underneath my desk before, and I messed up my the tension on my rudder pedals, so it feels all weird. Yeah, you know, Duke Pilot. Somebody mentioned Sim Plaza on a video I just released, and like, I know a bunch. This is where we're going right down here. And like, I know a bunch of developers now. Like, I've gotten to know a bunch of developers, and most of them are. A lot of them are just one person, or like, you know, one or two people. And like, getting free stuff, I get it, you know, like, I get the appeal. But at the same time, like, these are these are people, like, you know, just trying to make a little extra scratch or whatever. But, you know, Jim Bridgman in the 182 RG. Andres, how are you doing? Okay. Let's see here. Who else we got? I think we mentioned everybody so far. So my rudder pedals are driving me nuts. All right. Let's spin it around here. Fuel pumps are on. Mixtures and props full forward. Flaps are set. Wait a minute. Where am I going? Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Well, I'm just testing you guys. Alright, let's go this way. That's why you always check your runway number against your heading indicator. Uh-oh. Alright, let's do it. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive. Almost. Airspeed is alive. And 70 knots. And rotate. Alright, off we go. So I think this is the first time I have gone flying since the last time we flew. Just kind of the story of my life now. Alright, we'll go prop back here. We'll go power back and then props back. And we'll hang a right. Drop the nose, bring the flaps up. Alright, we are on the way. So Mike, is that from Black Square? Are they doing that? And Jamie, welcome. This is the Britain Norman Islander from Black Box Simulations. who will not give me the new version of the plane, which is kind of annoying, but that's alright. Alright. Bring it back to 2300. We'll let the nose drop. Yeah, so they're making a turbine version of this plane. And I reached out to the developer and I asked them if I could showcase it for them on my channel, and they didn't answer me. So, oh well. Hey, Bravo 737, what's going on? Hey, you're very much welcome for that. So this actually moves in this. All it does, it just moves like the ball in the turn and bank indicator. And why is this a turn and bank indicator and not a turn coordinator? Why is that? Jim Bridgman knows the answer to that question. All right, what runway do we have here? This is gonna be a real quick first leg. That first airport is runway 23. We're going actually straight in for it right now. Winds are variable at 3. You can see the runway right there. So, yeah, so Black Box is making they're making a turbine version of this plane, which will be pretty cool. But Mark Carter, what's going on? How are you doing? It's another person we haven't seen for a little bit. It's good to see you again. We are bopping around Colombia. Got the latest Big Naps mod going, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm doing great. Sort of bored because I haven't been able to do any flying, and Mrs. IslandSimPilot isn't here, so I don't have anybody to hang out with. I don't have any friends, so people always laugh when I say that, but I'm trying to wake my dog up. If you hear me snapping my fingers in the background, sorry about that. My dog is asleep and making funny noises. Beep. Let's see, Kenneth. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? That website. I mean, I think that's absolutely amazing. And that was not a minor amount of work that they did on that page. I mean, I don't even know how they did that, to be honest. There's 115 knots. Bring it back. Fuel pumps are still on. I'm going touch and go on this one. Duke Pilot, it's with whatchamacallit, DLSS swapper. It's really easy. It's really easy. Alright, mixtures and props full forward, fuel pumps are on. Let's see here. Let's get a good landing off the start here today. Bringing that next notch of flaps in. This is going to be a little bit of a crosswind. It's going to be more than a little bit. That was a pretty cool little landing, actually. I'm going to do... Is this one of the Freewares? I forget. This looks pretty nice for a little airport in the middle of nowhere. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. We got the SimMeister. Alright, how am I going to spin this around here? We got the SimMeister coming in. And, let me see here. What is FS Realistic? You know what? I actually have it. You know what? It's funny. Actually, now that you mention it, I have it, but I think when my sim died, it stopped connecting. SKCV, that is it indeed. Next up is going to be, next up is SKMR. So let's do real quick, we'll go SK, oh, why did you do that to me? SK, no, SKMR. But yeah, that FS add-ons page is really pretty sweet. And I've been meaning to do that video for a while, but I didn't. I wanted to get the new microphone. There we were. SKMR. Enter, enter. 200 on the heading. There goes Mike Coffee. He's out of here. 200 on the heading. Come on, baby. Alright. That's a stiff crosswind right there. Alright. Got a caravan. I'm here like by myself because I'm slow. Mixtures and props full forward. Can I make it off the end of this runway? Probably, but I'm not going to risk it. Incoming Buckman. But yeah, so my sim died, and when I reset it up, I don't think I set up. I mean, I'm still in the process of resetting it up, but I didn't set up FS Realistic, which is such a cool program. It is. So this is the latest Bing Maps version, so I'll show you that once I get airborne here. Spin this around and let's get going. Alright, we'll put in the crosswind correction here. Mixtures props full forward, fuel pumps are on. Flaps are set. Engines, winds are in the green. Airspeed's alive. 70 knots, and come on, baby, rotate. There we go. Jeez. That wasn't easy. You know, I'm like doing everything but flying. Like paying attention to everything but flying. So here we go. Why did I do that? I just took off with like 50% power. Why did I do that? Who knows? It's one of the good things about knowing the flaps up here, about knowing the performance of your airplane really well, is if something's off, you can tell. Because I'm just sitting there going like, why is this airplane going 70 knots and not climbing? It's because you don't have power in you, bonehead. So we'll come back on the power. As always, we like to display a moderate amount of competence here on the IslandSimPilot channel. A moderate amount. Alright. So 1,000 feet AGL. We'll turn the fuel pumps off. We'll check our fuel pressures. Fuel pressures are looking good. Gotta be careful not to run over the dog with the chair. And there we go. So yeah, so this is like, you can see the detail in the updated maps. You really can. They're much, much better. So what do we got? Covenias. Airport is government facility. Interesting. So we are on our way. I gotta go CDI twice to get that tuned in. There we go. And a little bit of rudder trim in there. So, you know, I haven't touched the 777 or the 737 in weeks. It's pathetic. Literally in weeks. I told you my theory, Mike, on home-built airplanes, right? That I'm never gonna fly in something that somebody built in their garage. It's just not gonna happen. Ain't happening. I saw there was a home-built accident a couple weeks ago. I obsessively read playing like accident reports and stuff like that, which I know is weird, but there was one a couple weeks ago where a guy I barely know a wrench from a screwdriver, but there were some bolts that he got reversed, or he put the washer on the wrong side and it wiggled loose over the course of like 150 hours. He had like 150 hours on the build, and it wiggled loose, and I think it was a Vans, as a matter of fact. So there's two sticks, one stick on this side and one stick on that side. And what happened was the stick on the pilot side where he was sitting came loose from the connection underneath the panel. So he literally had no control of the airplane, except for the fact that the right hand stick was still connected. He just didn't know it. He didn't try to reach over to the right hand stick and see if the right hand stick would work. So he's sitting there like moving the left hand stick around and nothing's happening. And he crashed and he lost his life, the guy. And if he had just reached over and grabbed this stick, he could have flown the airplane. But again, never gonna fly in something that somebody built in their garage. Not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. It's my personal policy. So let me get leveled off here. And then we'll get caught up with the chat. Fuel pumps are off, flaps are up. Alright, what do we got here? That's a little too low. That's a little too low. That's not even. There we go. Alright, so now we got it. Yeah, the SimWorks Vans, that's yeah, but I mean, it's no joke, like, and then you make a simple mistake and the guy lost his life. One of the Walmart heirs died in something he built in his garage. Like, he built it, and he was worth, you know, $10 billion. And he's flying around in something he built in his garage. Monteria. Duke Pilot, this is awesome having a local guide. This is pretty cool stuff. Let's see. You know, Jamie, it has a lot to do in terms of the scenery updates. It has a lot to do with what they can actually get. Because they use the big maps, obviously, but they also process the maps to get rid of. So this is the latest big maps, but sometimes you'll see like a cloud superimposed over top of the map, you know, over the ground. And what Asobo does is they run that through machine learning or AI. I don't know what the difference is between the two, to be honest with you, but and the AI removes the cloud, like the cloud superimposition. Is that a word, superimposition? I'm not sure. So they actually do a lot of work to you know, post-process the images, but it's also a question of like what they can get their hands on, even, you know. Ciénaga de Oro. This is pretty cool. I was wondering about this, Duke Pilot. This is pretty cool. Look at this. We got an A350 with us too. Just kidding. This is awesome. Whoopsie. This is really cool scenery. Colombia is a cool country. Colombia is a cool country. Natural water reserve. It's really neat. Really neat. Yeah, Duke, we know that, man. So you know, it's unfortunate the reputation, but you see, that's probably these are the clouds I'm talking about. Look at this. So that's the downside of using the maps mod. But Duke, you know what? Like, you guys are on the upswing, and it's such a beautiful country, and all of the Colombians that I know, like two of my 5 closest friends in the world are Colombians, and they're just awesome human beings, cool people. I would love to go to Colombia someday. I will go to Colombia someday, but let's see. XXCon 24. We are probably about 15 minutes out, as a matter of fact. And let me see. We are 10 minutes out, but we're gonna do a full stop. You got some time. Next up is it's the flight plan is in the description of the video. It's SK Sierra Kilo Charlie Victor. I'll write that down. Charlie Victor. Sierra Kilo Charlie Victor. So you are more than welcome. Where am I going, by the way? Yeah, Duke, you know what? My friend Enrique is from Cali, and my friend Jackson is from Bogota. But yeah, I've literally heard nothing but good things about Colombia. You know, and 25 years ago it was a different story. I mean, the progress Colombia's made in that amount of time is awesome. You know, so, and yeah, Con 24 will be here. We shall be here. What runway we got here? We've got runway. It's a bigger airport too. Winds are variable at 3, and it says runway 14 is closed, so we're gonna have to land runway 32. They have a VOR. Ben, what's going on? They have a VOR in Colombia. They probably do. I like VORs. I think it's unfortunate that we're doing away with all the VORs in the United States. Not all of them, but a lot of them. It's unfortunate. But man, I love farm country. I love flying over the farm country, this type of stuff. Fun. Oh, no way, dude. That's awesome. Let's see here. I think we're going right over top of another airport. We just did, actually. Whoops. We just went right over top of another airport. Literally, I think that might be it right there. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. So runway 32. Runway 32. And which I have been. Which airports do we have the Freeware for? SKMR. Oh no, this one is SKMR. So this one, going to SKMR. Con 24, I lied to you. We're going to SKMR right now. And we're not going to get there if I keep climbing. We're not going to get there if I keep climbing. So this is one of our freewares. This is one of our freewares. So this should be pretty cool. Let's see here. 10 miles out still. So where did he get an A350, by the way? I just realized that. Oh, it's a B350. Okay, that makes more sense. That 414 Chancellor is a great plane. That is a cool airplane. That is a cool airplane. Gosh, look at the ground. That's so cool. That is so cool. Why is my airplane not descending? Why are you not doing that? So after this airport, we have got, what do we have? We've got a 61-mile hop. So that should be, not too much, 20 minutes. Now I'm actually not only not descending, I am ascending, which is annoying. I should find out, because Mrs. IslandSimPilot is in Panama right now. Alright, look, airplane, can you stop? Seriously? Let's go that way, okay? Here, there we go. Now let's see if we can descend. Now can we descend? Please? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let me see. Playa Blanca, where is she? I'm trying to find out where my wife is. And then we could go fly there. You're gonna descend now? Thank you. Thank you. Alright, where is she? Alright, we're actually really not that far. We're actually really not that far. That's hysterical. Alright. Peter, what's going on? Ah, Mark, I was wondering who that was. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, there's a notch of flaps. Time to start taking this seriously. Let's see. Oh, you live near SKMD. Where is SKMD in our is it in our flight plan today? Because if it is, we'll come see you. Awesome. Con 24 will be there. We'll be there shortly. Be there real shortly, going speed I'm going. Alright, let's get zoomed in here. Yeah. Nice. It's a nice looking field. Alright, let's go 1700. Yeah, it seems like from Little Nav Map was definitely favoring It's, I think, basically said no landing 1-way 14. Check that out. Look at that. Kind of neat. Alright, so there's 1,000 feet. We'll go fuel pumps on. So I'm going to figure out how to get to where Mrs. IslandSimPilot is, and then we'll go there on Friday. That's my plan. Alright. This is a poor downwind. I'm stretching it out too far. Some people have the theory that you should be in a position where you can always make the runway if your engines quit. I don't quite agree with that theory. Because by definition, that means you have to be basically at idle power to make a decent approach, which I don't think makes sense. Alright, now we'll go second notch of flaps. And we'll start slowing it down. Ryan G, what's going on? How you doing? We are making our way into our second stop here in Colombia today. Airspeed is still a little high, actually. Alright, mixtures and props full forward. Step on the ball. Overshot center line, which is no good. Bring some power out. Mixtures and props full forward. Fuel pumps are on. Bringing it in easy. Bringing it in easy. 2 white, 2 red. How about this? How about this for competence? Look at this. Oh, right in the 1,000-foot markers. Well, that's where your flare starts. You don't actually touch down there. A little bit late on the rudder, but that's alright. Let's go check out this airport. Hey, Duke, glad to visit, man. This is a beautiful place. It really is. And this should be a cool... I think this is a pretty neat freeware, so let's go have a look here. Let's see here. What do we have? Whoopsie. What do we have? My rudder pedals are so loose. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to get myself going here. There's an Islander. There's ATR. Looking good. SKCA. Let me have a look here. Let me have a look on the old map. SKCA. Where is SKCA? Let's see here. SKCA Airport is... Okay, that's our... that is actually on our flight plan. No, it's actually just past the end of our flight plan, so we'll make that one on Friday. We'll make that one on Friday. Let me see here. Alright, what's our next destination here, ladies and gentlemen? SKNC. Let's go SKNC. Why do you do that? It would help if I knew how to use this thing. SKN. No. See. Alright, 256 on the heading. Yes, I want to activate it. 256 on the heading. 256 it is. All right, let's ride. I'm gonna spin myself around here. Friday is the Olympics, and I have a vested interest this year. I can't tell you guys why. Well, I mean, I can tell you guys why. So the start a new. Peter, what happened to mine is I accidentally untwisted the tension. Like the physical throttle, the physical rudders are messed up. I untwisted the tension knob. That's my problem. Otherwise, it works. It works okay. I'm just not. My actual setup is no good. But so I'll tell you guys about my Olympic story here in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Con 24, are you in yet or no? Let me see. Let me stop here. Well, you probably will catch up with us going in that plane. So there's Buckman. There is Buckman. All right, cool. So you'll catch us up easy in that plane. You got 50 knots on me anyway. All right, mixtures and props are full forward. Fuel pumps are on. Flaps are set. Trim is good. Takeoff power coming in. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments in the green. Airspeed's alive. 70 knots. And off we go. Let's see a max performance takeoff in this airplane. Look at this. Look at this. This thing is basically flying in place. Alright. That's enough of that. Now we'll come back to 25. 25. So my Olympic story. So I don't know if you guys follow Con 24. We'll see what it is once you join up, because I've got them turned on. So they just give you some random one if you didn't pick it yourself, which I never did. So I mean, I actually updated mine to IslandSimPilot, but it used to be stateside Siren. Top 3 most flown planes: this, the PMDG 737, and the ATR 72. Those are the 3 that I've flown the most in the sim. And there goes flaps, and those are, there goes the fuel pumps. Fuel pumps are up. Other planes that I've flown a lot. I've got a lot of time in the Cessna 152 because I think that's one of the coolest airplanes. Love that airplane. And other planes I like a lot. Like, I actually had a lot of time in the TBM 930. That's a great airplane. The stock TBM. And I'm trying to think of what else. I had a decent amount of time in the Citation. That's a decent plane. The Warrior and the Arrow are both good planes. There's a couple planes I wish I had more time in. The Beech D18 is awesome, absolutely awesome. There's a mod for it on. Oh, Mike, I still have never flown that airplane. But the Beech D18 with the mod There's a mod on FlightSim.to, and it's just awesome. It is awesome. There's so many cool planes in this sim. There really are, free and unfree. But so my Olympics story. So I don't know if you guys follow sprinting at all, and but the 414 is a good plane. Haven't flown the PC-12. The other plane that I think has the best flight dynamics of any GA airplane that I have flown is the oh, come on, brain work. Come on, brain. Is the Duke, the Beech Duke. The Beech Duke is just awesome. The flight dynamics in that airplane are unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyway, so sprinting. So Zarnell Hughes is the British 100 meter, 200 meter record holder. And he's a good friend. And so I have like the honor of watching like a friend of mine compete for a gold medal, which is just mind-boggling. So I'm really excited about the Olympics. Bush flying with the 4-foot. You know, the Cirrus jet. I don't know why I don't. The Cirrus, is it G1000 or is it G3000? Because I know the Honda. I know a lot of people like the Honda jet. I'm not really into the Honda jet. Haven't flown the Trilander. I haven't flown the Trilander mainly because it's just awkward to set up. You have to have three, like. I'll write that down here. 1 second. Yeah, I think you're right, Jim. So Zarnell set the British 100 and 200 meter records for men last year. Had an awesome season. And he's looking for. So you can see all the clouds on the tiles out here. But he's looking for 100 meter and 200 meter gold, 4x100 in the Olympics. So I'm super excited. He's from Anguilla, and but he runs for Team Great Britain, and just a great guy, avid sim pilot as well, and he's also has his pilot's license in real life as well. But just an all-around good dude. There goes Bill and the old. That's like the generic twin engine. But yeah, you can see all the clouds superimposed over the ground tiles. But Gene, I put it right above. Like a couple posts above yours is Zarnell Hughes is his name. And Magnum PI, the tech dam. Magnum PI, I haven't seen you for. I just so casually used your name without realizing I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? What's going on? Yeah, Ryan. That's no clouds. We have snow. The good folks at the folks who made that plane, the P2012, they're gonna grant me a copy of it so that I can check it out, which is really exciting. Let's see here. Flight Sim Studios, and they're the same folks that they've released the E-Jets, the 170 and the 195 that are early access, and those are some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Gene, I'm really excited to see Zarnell run. So, good stuff. Yeah, Magnum, I'm really hoping so because they make some cool planes, and they seem like really nice guys. So, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I chat with Zarnell quite often, always about flying. We're always chatting about flying, and he's a good dude. Really is a good dude. So what do we got going on here? We got our volts are good, amps are good, fuel's good. What else we got going on? No carb ice, that is good. Engine instruments in the green. Life is good. Life is good, Colombia. One of the things about Colombia is I think it's a lot like Venezuela. It has like a lot of like a huge variety of terrain. Like I think the mountains like 20. What's the Duke Pilot? What's the tallest mountain in Colombia, or what's like the highest mountain range? Ryan, that's another plane that I've heard a lot about and I've never flown. Is the Kodiak, and that came out pretty early too. That was like at least 2 years ago, no? So I mean that was out like pretty early on when there was a lot of there weren't a lot of planes out at that point, and so that one definitely did really well. All right, you'll catch us easy, and especially if I keep going in the wrong direction, you'll catch us very easy. But yeah, the 414, I'm making 130 knots. You'll be making 190 in that plane. A little bit of a tailwind, but not much. Let's see, what do we got here? 50. We still got 17 minutes before we get there. So, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's some tall mountain ranges in Colombia that I don't think people necessarily realize. I also didn't realize that I should turn my landing light on. Yeah, the Duke is faster. I got a ride in the 414 from Anguilla Air Services from St. Martin to Anguilla, and that cut the length of the trip from 8 minutes down to 6 minutes. Oh gosh, that video's on my channel too. I got a whole bunch of videos on my channel from me flying between Anguilla and St. Martin in real life. Which is pretty cool. Oh man, yeah. Volcanic eruptions are no good. Where is it? Like in New Zealand? Like, is it I think it's New Zealand where these boneheads go walking through an inactive volcano, and then like 2 years ago it went off while they were in there. It's like, hello, you know? I mean, and they were, and I think if I remember correctly, it was like they were like, well, there were some signs for 2 weeks before it went off. You know, like, okay, well, here's my suggestion. Don't go walking around on an active volcano. How's that for a plan? People do some really dumb things. Humans are not as uniformly advanced as we would necessarily think. Yeah, see, this is... It actually just looks like Valley Fog. It actually looks pretty cool. Maybe that's why I'm getting so much turbulence right now. Kool-Aid 24, we see you back there. He's gonna make it. You're gonna beat me. Swim with sharks. Yeah, there's another great idea. You know, remember Chris Rock is one of my favorite comedians. He did a bit on sharks once. He was like, people always say the shark is more scared of us than we are of the shark. He's like, did anybody ask the shark if they agree? Because I guarantee you, the shark is not as scared of me as I am of it. I guarantee you. And people get bit in the Bahamas all the time. They do that. That swimming with the sharks in the Bahamas all the time. And every once in a while, somebody, well, more than every once in a while, somebody gets bit. It's like, hello, you know. SKCA. Yeah, there's. That's a. That's a rough way to have to travel. I'm looking forward to. I know we don't usually do. Well, we don't usually do navigation apparently because I'm going the wrong way. I don't like doing politics and current events, but I'm really looking forward to the Venezuelan elections coming up. I hope that that's another country that gets a new start. You know. It feels like to me we've been dealing with the same things for a long time in various ways. In a lot of ways, we could just use a fresh start on Earth. I think it would be really nice if we like stopped bombing each other and killing people. That'd be really great. I mean, it's just ridiculous what's going on in a lot of places. Like, just stop like bombing people. Can we do that as humanity? Is that like? Can we actually just do that a little bit? Just stop killing each other? Like, it's not too much to ask, you wouldn't think, but... Yeah, Buckman, I feel the same way about that. I'm not an Uber guy. Not an Uber guy. And it's even worse for women, like, you know, I'm 6'3", like, I can, you know, I can defend myself if need be. I prefer not to have to, but I can if I had to. Like, imagine being, you know, a petite woman having to, you know, sit in an Uber with some weirdo you don't know. Strange. Yeah, Con 24, you're gonna catch us. Oh, Buckman, reverse back seats. Do you remember the Subaru? What was it called? The Subaru Brat. You remember that? What a genius idea. Seats outside the car. Oh my gosh, where did we come up with that one? Yeah, there's Kool-Aid right there. Where did we come up with that idea? I don't think the what is it, the Traffic Highway Safety Administration would look too kindly on that idea if somebody tried doing that nowadays. The Subaru Brat. Oh, neat, Magnum. That's pretty cool. Captain Raju, one question. It seems vertical sync on most of your flight. No benefit you get from that. Vertical sync basically keeps the screen from they call it tearing, like where you get these like vertical streaks when you're looking around. I have it turned off in the sim, and I have it turned on in the NVIDIA control panel, and I found that's the best way to do it. Manizales, I think I've heard of that. SKPS. and SKMZ. Okay, I got those two. And we had all kinds of weird ideas in the 80s. Oh, Con 24, that's great. I'm glad. Hey, Raju, gladly. Glad to help. SKMZ, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to check that one out. I'm gonna have to check that one out. I kind of feel like I'm getting nowhere fast, but now I realize I think that the airport's just right up here. Let's see here. Yeah, we're only 10 minutes out. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We have... This is going to be runway 16. Runway 16. Winds are 220 at 3. So runway 16 it's going to be. And then we've got one more leg after this, which is little hop down to SKLC. So we'll do that one. And then we'll call, I think we'll call it a day at that spot. I think that's our next Freeware airport, actually. Let me see. Yeah, SKLC. And then that should be right about 5:30, so we can do a stop there. Actually, we may. Kool-Aid 24, it's catching up. What do you, Con 24, what are you doing over the ground right now? What's your ground speed? I'm doing 135, give or take. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing, I wouldn't want to be single engine over at 210. That is fast. That is fast. Let's see here. Man, he's all down there. Where's Jim? Jim, where are you? Let's see. 390 kph. Jim, I was wondering where you were. Which airport are you at? Or are you just flying around out there? Oh, I didn't answer my question earlier. SKUI. This is I think Colombia and Venezuela is similar in a lot of ways. They both have like a zillion airports. There's airports everywhere. If you look on a little nav map, I mean, just along the route that we've taken today, there are, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's like literally 20 airports. Ah, the first local Legends helicopter. Nice. Never tried helicopters. But this is a turn and bank indicator. the turn coordinator is the one that's got the little airplane. I never answered my own question earlier. And they called it, so if you make a turn and you put that needle right there on that indicator, on that little bar, it's called a 2-minute turn. And the reason it's called a 2-minute turn is because it's 3 degrees per second. And it takes 2 minutes to make a 360-degree turn. So that's a 2-minute turn. Fly the ball. That is correct, sir. Ryan, a good way to transition, I think, to the airlines, depends on which one you want to fly. Do you want to fly are you more interested in Boeing's, or are you more into Airbus? If you're into Airbus, I would absolutely recommend the ATR. I think the ATR is a great transition to the Airbus, because it's got the FMC. I know they call it something else. I don't remember what they call it, FCU or something. In the ATR and the bigger Airbus are the same, and the overhead panel logic is all the same too. If you are more into Boeing's, I mean, I would honestly just jump into the 737 and learn that, because it's the CRJs from Aerosoft, they're great. Or if you wanted to get into learning that plane a little bit without having to pay anything, do the Citation, the Cessna Citation, the stock Citation, because that's got a very similar flight management computer to the Boeing's. 720 airports in total. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. And that's the same breakdown we have. We have controlled, non-controlled, controlled, uncontrolled, and military. You know, I forget how many. I think like 95% of the world, or 95% of U.S. airports are uncontrolled. Ryan, the great thing about the ATR, like I said, the logic is the same. Like the overhead panel logic and the FMC logic is the same as the Airbus, and it flies like a Cessna 172. It really does. It's very easy to hand fly. So I think the ATR is a great way to transition. Really, really good way to transition. You know. I have a ton of ATR videos on my channel. You want to watch them just to figure out like the basic flow of getting the plane going and so on. You know. So we got here runway 16, I do believe. Runway 16. Did I just get passed, by the way, by? Did I get passed by? Yeah, Kool-Aid's catching up quick. He's catching up quick. Oh, XCOM, no. So let's see here. Alright, so I'm trying to think if I have enough time to do the next leg, or if we should call it here and start from here next time out. What do you guys think? Ryan, if you want to do the 7.3, I would do the 737-800. That to me is the best one. It's the most common. It's the most common 737 anyway in the real world. All right, we'll go notch of flaps. We'll go fuel pumps on. I think everybody flies the 737-800. American Airlines, Delta, Southwest. Everybody. That's awesome, Bob. Yeah, thank you for that. Good to pass on the knowledge. Let's see, where is the aeroport? It's definitely bumpy around here. are you, airport? Should be right there. Runway 16. Oh, that's good. So this may well be a. Oh, that's looking nice. This may well be a grass strip. Alright, let's trim for 80 knots here. And fuel pumps are on, flaps are set, mixtures and props full forward. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see here. Looking good. This looks like one of those like road airports where the road like leads right into the runway. They do, Ryan. They actually do have some really good ones. Believe it or not. Alright, let's chop some power here. Let's chop some power here. Looking good, looking good. A little bit more energy. A little bit more energy. Because if I don't, I'm going to run out of energy. And that could be unfortunate. I just touched down without even realizing it. Alright. Alright. I don't remember. I've seen a couple of them, Ryan. I don't know exactly who did them, but there's a couple. I'm trying to think of where you might find them. I'm gonna take out this wing right here. Sorry about that. Oopsie. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Oh, this is a cool airport. I mean, this is what amazes me, is it, I mean, to have such a neat setup for this airport, and it's just a stock airport. I think it looks great. I'm gonna pull me mixtures. I think because if we do another leg, it's gonna be a good 40 more minutes, and I don't think I can really do that. So I think I'm gonna call it right here if you guys are not in vigorous disagreement, and then we'll pick up from here on Friday. I think that's my preferred plan of action. If you guys don't mind. Let me see here. Everything is set. Let's set the parking brake. Awesome. Good, good, good. Ryan, let me see. We always do about. We can do either 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock on Friday. Whatever you guys want to do. Like, so either the same time as today or an hour earlier, whichever you guys. Because I'm off on Friday too, actually. You know what's funny, Magnum? I almost said the same thing today. I almost flew the long nose, and I've never flown the long nose. But Con24, if you want to join the Discord, we always post the details of the flights in the Discord early on. Hey Ryan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Let me see. I want to see if I can find one of those FMCs for you. You talking the hardware one, right? Like not the soft, because there's some good software ones. Like there's some good software that you can turn your like iPad into a Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of there's a couple of them like for like $500 on eBay, which is not really what I meant. But there's some companies that make hardware that's some really cool stuff. Um, hey, Bombaso, how are you? That's weird, Peter. Definitely hardware. So that I know that there's some new ones that are going to be coming out. I know some people are working on them. Some companies are working on them. But the hardware is really coming along for Microsoft. And that was a nice landing, Kool-Aid. That was a nice one. That's a sweet looking ride too. That's just a sharp looking airplane. That is nice. Um, and Duke Pilot, I've taken note of all of these, and I'll see which ones we can fit into our ride. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, 17:23. We usually do about 90 minutes. So this is about right. Did pretty well today, and awesome. Good to see some familiar faces, and good to see some new faces. Awesome, guys. I appreciate everybody coming out. Good, good, good. And I'm off on Friday, so I'm probably gonna get in the either the 7.3 or the 777, and start flying early. So yeah, XCon Con 24, please do join the Discord. That'd be great. That's the best way to keep track. And yeah, question since yesterday. Yes, Peter. Yes, I noticed it too. It's something to do with whatchamacallit, with the latest world update. You know, could be, which I haven't downloaded yet, but it definitely took a little longer today. And Duke Pilot, I'm very, very glad to phone in Colombia, and really, really appreciate your knowledge and 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 sharing that with us. Bombaso, let's do 4 o'clock this Friday. Let's do 4 o'clock this Friday. That is a request I can accommodate, my friend. Kenneth, you do the same. Thank you again for coming out. You have a wonderful evening as well. And I think I'm gonna go have dinner with my father tonight, which should be fun. Um, oh, it's yeah. This is a new setup. It could be stuttering. I bet you that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. It's the stream. So yeah. Sorry about that. So I'll just leave it at that now that we're having the uh, the issue here. But um, hmm, I don't know why. Awesome. So guys, thank you so much to everybody. I appreciate you guys coming out. I appreciate you guys' support. And it was a good time. It was a fun flight. I appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys had fun. And awesome. And we'll see everybody. And next flight. Hey, Duke, I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. You be well. Take care, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you Friday. Take care, guys. Everybody have a good evening.